Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have with us a very special group of people. It's not often that you get to live a moment in your life that's a lot more like a movie script than real life. 10 years ago, at Plymouth High School, a group of young men and women lived a moment that seemed like it came from the story Hoosiers. Watching this team, you got several things that you learn. Number one, that determination and hard work do pay off. Number two, that you can win with class and integrity. Number three, you never lose till you quit. I'd like to introduce to you members of the 1982 State Boys Basketball Champions, starting in the 1982 cheerleading squad. Val Caponini McLean, living in Indianapolis, Indiana. Carol Falstich Blake, living in Plymouth, Indiana. Libby Forbes Stiles, living in Orlando, Florida. Chris Fortin Morrow, living in Plymouth, Indiana. Jenny Morris Wilder, living in Pendleton, Indiana. The manager of that 1982 championship team, Bill May, living in Marion, Indiana. Coaches and athletic director, retired in 1984, athletic director Robert Heilman. Freshman coach was John Scott, who's now coaching basketball and baseball at Plymouth High School. Junior varsity coach was Tom Eisenbarger, now coaching football and basketball at Plymouth, and obviously in the locker room at the moment. Assistant varsity coach was Mike Pettibone, now principal at Webster Elementary School. The head coach, of course, Jack Edison, still the head coach of the Plymouth program. And now introducing the players from the 1982 Boys State Championship team. Now residing in Fort Wayne, Indiana, graduate of Bethel College, where he played baseball, number 30, Scott Holland. Now residing in Lexington, Kentucky, graduate of Franklin College, where he played football, number 52, Big Laird Johns. Now residing in Plymouth, Indiana, graduate of Tri-State University, where he played tennis and basketball, wore number 50, Jamie Johnson. Now residing in Granger, Indiana, graduate of Rose Holman, wore number 54, Tim Mextroff. Now residing in Indianapolis, Indiana, graduate of Rose Holman, where he played tennis, number 42, Barry Peterson. Now residing in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, graduate of Indiana University, number 40, Pete Rockaway. Residing in Plymouth, Indiana, graduated from DePaul University, a four-year starter on the baseball team, wore number 20, Todd Samuelson. Residing in Plymouth, Indiana, attended Taft Junior College, Anderson University, where he played baseball, number 34, Ron Sissel. Also residing in Plymouth, Indiana, graduate of Athens State University, wore number 44, Mark Stukenmore. Residing in Atlanta, Georgia, graduate of DePaul University, a four-year starter on the basketball team there, and the 1982 Truster Award winner, wore number 12, Phil Wendell. And now residing in Orlando, Florida, Plymouth's all-time leading scorer with 884 points. An Indiana All-Star, first team All-State, third team Parade All-American, all-time assist record at Michigan State, second all-time leading scorer at Michigan State, all Big Ten, 1984, 85, and 86, MVP Big Ten, 1986, first team All-American, 1986, UP and AP, most improved player in the NBA, 1991, holds the NBA one-game assist record of 30 assists in 1991, member of the Orlando Magic, wore number 22, you remember him as Scott Stiles. accomplishments of that 1982 team. Give them a round of applause as a thanks for letting us share that moment with them.
now for the
welcome you to the 10th anniversary of one of the greatest women's athletes honoring the 1982 Indiana State Champs. They will play against former players, coaches from 1974 to 81, and you notice we have a great number of them, and there's a reason for that. We will introduce the 74-81 players first. First of all, from 1974, Bob Curtin. 1974, Mark Hayden. 1975, Brian Sherman. Tim Taylor. Terry Wagner. 1976, Dave Baldwin.
Ray Paul's getting inbound.
Steve Green.
Well, with Rick Wren.
Ray Graham. 1977, Dave Hoover.
Dave Hoover.
Steve Kaiser.
Steve Kaiser.
John Webb.
And John Wiggle right off the class of 77.
1978, Joe Morris.
Joe Morris is the low representative for the 78 graduate.
1979, Steve Crawford.
For 1979, Steve Crawford.
Dave Bell.
Dave Delp.
Doug Emmons.
Doug Emmett is also here.
Dave Hyman.
Ron Mitchell.
Ron Mitchell.
Matt Thomas.
Matt Thomas.
For 1979, well represented.
1980, Brian Gerard.
Back in 1980, Brian Gerard.
Mike Knight. Scott Chu.
Got two, another one.
Chris Cole.
That was Chris Tuttle.
1981, Stu Nyler.
Stu Nylinger,
Rick Hanson.
and Rick Danstone.
Coach the 74-81 team, the assistant varsity coach for the 1982 state champs, Mike Beckholm.
Mike Beckholm
three officials for tonight's game, Mr. Russ Keel and Mr. John Davenport.
10 minutes of basketball for the 1982 state game. It'll all be a dandy, Jeff. We're going to see some outstanding basketball, at least we should. Well, we've got the 82 team, of course, and the All-Stars. All of them are top players, and most of them, or a good deal of them, are still in shape. And
The Alamo started for this game was Ron Sisley, mixed practice years, but I see Paul Jefferson
see some real basketball, of course, Tony. Right. Again, the starters for the 82 team will be Samuelson, Sissel, Kyle, Stukenborg, and I believe as well we will have, who else we got, Bill, for the 82 team? Peterson, there we go, that's the one I was missing. Okay, the tip is controlled by the 74-81 team. They go inside, controlling the ball, and the ball is knocked away. With it now is the 82 team. Window drives it up court. Kicks it off to the near side. Samuelson bounce pass inside. Sissel's going to drive underneath and loses the handle. So the turnover on the 82 team will give the ball to the 74-81 squad. Handling the shot was the lefty shooter Brian Rodgers. Put up and in. And that was by Baxna. There we go. Banska. The rebound. Something in the two. We have no numbers on either team here, so quite frankly, we don't know who is what, to be quite honest. We just have to go by description as far as that goes. Banska tries to work it inside. He can't do it. Loose ball underneath. Knocked away by Sissel, taken by Skiles. He leads the rush. Goes right up the middle. Drives away. Reverse. Yeah, he did. All right, the other way. Tuttle. Like Shoe. Gerard. Tuttle. Goes underneath. The ball stripped away by Wendell. So Wendell up the court. He gets into the other zone to... Third field goal. Guys, we couldn't pick you up there, Jeff. Looking for the three. With Matt Thomas. The other way, here's Wendell. Has his shot potentially blocked. Gets it back to Sissel. Kicks it off to the near side, Samuelson. On the near wing, now top of the key, Sissel. Oh, he had the shot. Taps it up. Gets it over to Skiles. Now inside to the cutting Samuelson. Works it on the far side. Kicks it off for Skiles. Look out. He's in home run land, but then dishes off to Sissel on the far wing. Shot near side. No good. And the rebound pulled out by Shoe. He gets by Wendell. Cuts to the left side. Kicks it off. His pass is knocked away, but recovered. The 74-81 team gets a shot away by the lefty Gerard. He missed it. Skiles comes away with the ball. Right down the other way. It's Lamper. Skiles. 8-5 in favor of the 82 state champ. Now the other way. Skiles on the window. On the run. In favor of the 82 champ. Reunion game. Guys are with us along with Jed Stafford, Tony Ross, pleasure being with you. This is Gerard on the near wing. Kicks it out top of the key. Banska tried to drive. Shot no good. Hauling down the rebound. Samuelson. He'll lead the rush. Down the other way. Bounce pass Wendell.
Passing by Wendell from Samuelson.
Bill Wendell now played basketball at DePaul. He earned his BS degree. He was awarded a master's degree from Oglethorpe University in Atlanta, Georgia last week. While he was there, he was coached. Wendell on the line, made good of his free throw. It's 13-5 in favor of the 82 state champs. Driving now as Eska goes underneath to Shoe, and he had the ball knocked away from him. So it's going to be the 74-81 old-timers. Shoe inbounds, goes over to the far side. And scoring is Matt Thomas. Now the other way, the 82 team, Samuelson up court to Scout, finds the cutting Peterson, drives away, will get to it, Circle, loose ball, picked up, and taken out by Chris Tuttle. Now the other way, this is Thomas. Thomas holds up, goes under to Shoe. His shot no good. Follow up by the lefty Gerard, no good. He's fouled. Sissel will get the credit on that foul.
Foul for Ryan Sissel.
Both teams going at the ball real well, but at least they're somewhat old age. They're still going for the ball. That's right, they're looking pretty good so far. 13-7 is our score in favor of the 82 state champs in this reunion game. Glad you're with us on Z94 and WTCA. On the line is Vanska. This is his first one. Hearing it from the crowd, by the way. Yep. Boy, is he hearing it from the crowd. His second shot. Oh, way off the mark. Mercy. Jamison with the rebound. Oh, he was knocked down. No call. The rebound goes underneath to two. Vanska, lays it in. The second turnover by the 82 team. Now it's Wendell. The Skiles. Far wing for three. Won't get at the tip. Ball four between Wendell and Peterson, it looked like, and they ended up knocking it out of each other's hands. The 74-81 old-timers and the ball, and a wild pass by Thomas, I believe. Guy should goes down looking for the ball. With the inbound, here's the 82 state champs. Here's Wendell. Two for three, rather missed it. Skiles rebounds, Wendell for two, and the 18. A 15-9 score in favor of the 82 state champs. Got a couple of changes now. Now here's a steal by Wendell. He drives the layup.
In the game for 82 stars, Jamie Johnson. Also in the game is
Jamie Johnson's going to enter the game now for the 82 champs.
At the line, no Wendell.
Wearing the black shorts again. These players do not have any numbers on them whatsoever. So I am just pretty much going by pure luck here if you really think about it. A big fight for the ball between Peterson and Vanska. Vanska comes away with it. Now it's the 74-81 team with the drive. Underneath to Vanska. He loses the ball. He was knocked down by Amy Johnson as well. Well, we have a lot of pride, especially. Phil Wendell carries the ball across the timeline. He has it, works it to the cutting. Johnson down the window on the far wing. Let's go for three. Won't get the roll. The rebound pulled away by the old-timers. I'll refer to the 74-81 team as the old-timers and the other team, the 82 state champs. That way it's a lot easier for me. The old-timers have the ball. This is Vanska to Thomas. Bounce pass missed one of his cutters. And I think that was the gentleman, Rose Morris, who was trying to we have a timeout call. We'll check it on the field. 5:02 remaining in the first half, 17-9. In favor of the 82 state champs. Back in a moment. Old-timers, Ron Mitchell, Steve Crawford, Steve Kaiser, John Wendell, and Dave Hoover. In the meantime, the 82 champs will continue with their team. Here's a great save by one of the players, Hoover, and unfortunately, Wendell was right there for the 82. And Wendell gets his 10 points in this game, teeing off a key from Skiles. Trying the three, it looked like that was Hoover, but he missed it. Wendell does Skiles. Great pass. Wendell. And it went out of bounds. So that'll be the old-timers ball. These guys must have played together before. They really know where each other is. Driving the lane is Window, and he scores for the Old-Timers. John Window, of course, the brother of Phil. Here's Todd Samuelson the other way for the 82 champ. Samuelson has chipped from him by Window, but he gets it over to Peterson and is lead in. Of course, I was just saying Johnson over for Peterson, and Peterson lost the ball. So it's going to be a turnover, and the Old-Timers will bring it up court. John Window with the ball. He's on the far side, over to Hoover. Now underneath Kaiser, he's in trouble. Lays the shot up, no good. Samuelson rips the rebound down, and now the other way, the state champ goes. Styles with the ball. Fake, layup, That's Peterson who puts it in. Wow. Barry Peterson is under relief of his duty. He's going to catch a breather. Coming in for him will be, who's that? Who's coming in for him, Bill? Stukenborg. Mark Stukenborg is going to come in. Don Window with the ball. Window. Kaiser. It's near angle shot for three, no good. Rebound picked up from Skiles. He lays it up. It's now 23-11 in favor of the state champ. Over to John. The ball is over. Underneath, the pass back to Stukenborg leads him away, but he finds Skiles to top of the key for three. The state champs with less than 3 to go. Here's a three-point shot by John Whittle, no good. Follows up his own rebound. His shot no good. Now Phil Window back the other way from Stukenborg. Window, great pass. Of the 82 champ. Here's Kaiser with a three-pointer attempt, no good. Now it's Johnson. Kaiser brings it across the timeline, works the far side, cuts underneath. His pass is intercepted, but doesn't matter. A walking. Larry Johns is going to come in to replace Todd Samuelson for the 82 state champ. The 82 team's got the running game going, that's for sure. They're making a lot of points off the running game. Looking good. Phil Window with the ball for the 82 champ. Underneath the Larry Johns. Ooh, some hard hands there, couldn't handle it. Kicks it back out the window. Is 20-footer no good. Now the rebound pulled away by John Window. And now the other way. There's Johnny Window. Great play. Styles the other way for the champs. Now to Stukenborg. Far baseline, kicks it out. Larry Johns. Pops the three. No ball. Rebound loose. Johnson looks for it. Taps it out of bounds. And that's one off the Hoover. Rockaway is going to come in to replace Phil Window. Sixth stop of the game with 10 points so far. There's the lead pass to Stukenborg. He tried to get it on the fly, couldn't do it. Stays with the ball. He's got no good. He fouls his own rebound, had it knocked away. Going for the ball is Doug Evans. Him and Rockaway fought for the ball, but they ended up going out of bounds, and it's going to be against the 83 state champions. Evans says, hey, that's going to go the other way, right? Coaxing the official, getting a nice little crowd response there. Kaiser with the ball for the Old-Timers. He's in trouble. Double team. Stukenborg steals on the Styles on a run. Layup score. That was easy. Well, guys, which ones weren't? Kaiser to the far side. John Window pops a three. Bingo. Wow. John Window. Outside the three-point line. Larry Johnson back intercepted. Now the other way, the Old-Timers. Here's Kaiser popping a three. Way short. That'll be out of bounds to the champs. 52 seconds left on the clock. 30-17 in favor of the state champs. Larry Johns on the Skiles. To Johns, top of the three-point key. Kicks it underneath the Stukenborg. Lost the handle. He was knocked away. Ball knocked away. Stukenborg gets it back. Fadeaway shot. No good. Cut back up by Johnson. No good. Cut him out by the Old-Timers. And it will remain the champs possession underneath the basket. There's a lob pass. Larry Johns off a broken play, came away with the ball. Fake shot, no good. The rebound pulled away by Ruber. Almost got it back away by Stukenborg. Johnson comes away with it for the Cavs. Down to Stukenborg, makes his three, cuts up the middle. Shot fouled. Does not go in. 20 seconds left in the period. 30-17 in favor.
At the line, Mark Stukenborg.
Seen a lot of physical play when it comes to rebounds. Time to get out the Ben Gay. Stukenborg on the line. And when you listen to this for Stukenborg, he's a Plymouth resident, employed as a group manager at Challenge Stores in Ligonier. He has a BS degree from Athens, Alabama State College. He makes his second one. Now 31-17. And we got a foul on Stukenborg as Hoover was trying to drive around him.
Foul on Stukenborg.
17-6 remaining in the period. 31-17 in favor of the state champs in this reunion game at the Plymouth High School Gymnasium. Swindle inbounds Kaiser. It looks like Crawford, and his three is good. That's Ron Mitchell, who made that three. Here's the inbound to Skiles. He's going to answer with a three of his own. Expires in the period, and after one period of play,
One West Jefferson Street in Plymouth is the place to go for all of your property time.
We'd like to remind fans that at halftime we have a couple special presentations to be made before we take our break at half.
Second quarter. Here's Larry John spending time for the chance. Play up shot. Up, no good. Back away. But back out to Stukenborg. Here's 18-footer. Off the glass. Actually blocked by Greg. Here's a lot of people. Wins with the ball on the near end wing. Gets it up the middle. Nice drop pass. Kicks it off to the far side. To Naylor. There's Stukenborg might get credited with that foul with 8:30.
Terry Weiner.
Getting Naylor. With that foul. He's on the line and sits back. 31-24. There's the score with 8:32 remaining, and now the second shot missed by Naylor. Here's Skiles. They're good, but he was fouled in a blocking foul. Called against Mark Hayden. Skiles with the inbound, kicks it back out for Johns. Johns over to Johnson. Out of Skiles. Right. And the three-quarter good. 33-24 in favor of the state champ. Here's Hayden. Kicks it out, rims, near angle. He's going to pop a two. The lefty, no good with the shot. Here's Skiles with the rebound. Looks over to his left to John. Skiles says, all right, here you go. Johns with the layup shot. No good. The rebound loose. And the ball taken by the old-timers. Brins to Hayden. The pass underneath squeaks over to his teammate. I believe that was Naylor. They didn't Naylor.
Scott Howell.
3:26 with 7.5 remaining in the second quarter. Just with a turnover. And Tim Murdoch will check into the game for the 82 team. Scott Styles now with 19 points in this game, by the way. Leaving off where he was picking up where he left off. Yep. Sure. Old-timers with the ball. Trying to do a solo job against three state champ players. Just didn't get Styles with the rebound away by Greg Riggs. Say, well, Greg Riggs has been pushing in. Getting a lot of passes off Mark Hayden, who's also in there, of Plymouth. Inbound state champ Stukerborn. He's in trouble, but he's able to find
And the line, Scott Howell.
Scott Howard. Howard, though, was fouled on the way up, so this is going to be a couple of free shots for Howard.
Sissel back in the ball game.
Step back in for the camp. Coming back out will be Jamie Johnson. Tonight's fans in the crowd. Johnson not getting a lot of action in this game so far. Holland earned his BS in accounting and administration and has an associate's degree in computers. He lives now in Fort Wayne with his wife and son and works as an accountant. Allen hits his first and nails his second. 35-26 in favor of the 82 state champs with under 7 minutes to go. Here's Greg Riggs for three. Boy, that was a Hail Mary. Rebound taken down by Skiles. He leads to us. The other way we go. Skiles takes the ball. Right way out. The basket count. Good turnout for this reunion game. Actually, the basket did not count. Okay. The touchdown. Still 35-27. Zuckerberg trying to pop a 20-footer no good. Here's Ren. Hayden. Near side, it's Shipman. Now, Ren is not no good. Sissel.
Touchdowns from Sissel.
He was a couple steps in front of 37-26, state champ, 6-14, and counting down remaining in the second quarter. Reds with a long pass. Great by Evans. Very nice job there. Here's Styles, the other way to lay up.
Scott Styles.
This is just a workout for him. Here's Reds with the ball for the old-timers. Granny's pass, so to speak, as a hike pass. That is one of those hike pass, like a center hiking the ball to his quarterback. Is that Hayden who did that? Yeah, wow. Okay.
Samuel Stewart back in the ball game. Princess Styles and Stukerborn.
So we have a travel call.
You are holding this in sync with the radio broadcast, aren't you? Okay, I'm going to tell them they're out of luck.
Whittle back in for the state champ. Hamilton sets the pitch. The Sissel on the near wing is going to pass the second.
Ronnie Sissel.
So the 10-footer, easy ticket for Sissel, makes it a 41-28 game in favor of the 82 champs. Here's Rims the other way to Hayden. With the shot, Weaver, no good. Allen with the rebound. Had it knocked away by Rims, but then he got it back to Sissel. The Jamison, 2-on-1, make a 3-on-1 for Weaver. The pass between the pass by Jamison on to Sissel. He gets his own rebound.
You got a timeout.
Mike Fedebo off the bench, and I want to tie out. Time out here. Give me the trio. We'll take for 2-5-01 remaining. 43-28. Big Tabs. Back to some more of the reunion game in a moment.
Pizza Junction, 122 South Michigan Street in Plymouth, is celebrating the Blueberry Festival this weekend with a fantastic special. Check your Penny Saver Blueberry Circular for a coupon for 2 one-item pizzas, just $5. These circulars are available throughout the park at area businesses, restaurants, and motels. Pizza Junction is offering a 10% discount for all carryouts during the festival and free delivery to all Plymouth motels. They're open daily from 11 until 10 p.m. Just call 935-5300 to place your order today.
Ladies here at the gymnasium here at Plymouth High School. A turnover by the old-timers leads Wendell on his way for the sixth chance at the free throw line. He tossed the jumper in and out. Rebound pulled down by Team 4. It's like Pettibone goes with a different team. Letting go the shot, Delp, no good. Rebound, Samuelson. Samuelson for Wendell. Bridges behind the back. Picked off by Hall. He's just now getting to the receiving end of it as defense is stepping in the way. 4:18 and counting down. 43-28 state champs here in the first half. Inbound. Here's a free by Joe Barnes setting it. The ball away. Now the camp. Got the ball. Here's Wiggins. Look at that. No good. Right off the face of the rim, and that's it. Here's an inbound pass. Ball pitch. And he got fouled by Sissel. The worst end of that one. Yeah, he was shaking his head off like he got popped in the chin. Old-timers bring it in. Here's a steal by Samuelson. Now look at that was right off of Morris. And it's 45-30. Samuelson affirmating. Going the other way is Neidlinger. Now something that's steal in this game so far. With the ball, this is Samuelson. On to Wendell. Wendell top of the key. He's going to drive the lane. He was fouled in a just to Bill Wendell. Bill Wendell back then, of course, averaged 55% from the field. From the line, he was 77% when he was a Pilgrim as a senior. Had 107 career rebounds, 165 assists, scored 497 points as a Pilgrim player, and that was just an average of 17 a game. A turnover by the old-timers gives the state champs the ball. And, of course, Tony, the winner of the Trustor Award in 82. Back in 82. That just put the icing on the cake. Bill Wendell with a man south back behind it. Have a foul on the floor. Nextroff is being replaced by Scott Stiles. The old-timers try to get a shot away. Durkin missed it. This is Wendell. Now to Samuelson drives the baseline. Layup no good. Fouls his own shot. Almost got it. But then he was fouled. Well, foul that was not called. But anyways, the ball ended up going off. I believe with Dave Delp. Wendell 752 team, of course, but as you just said, you can have your cake and eat it too. Here is Wendell. Bounce pass up the middle. No one was there. Sissel had to chase it down, so he's going to pop a three. Sissel now at 5 points in this contest. Riley again. With 2 minutes remaining, it's 50-35 in favor of the state champs. That was an NBA three right there. Here is Baltic. He wants to drive the lane, kicks it off. This is Delp. He misses an easy 5-footer. Down the other way, Wendell. 2-on-1. Peterson, all thumbs on that one. Couldn't handle the pass, so it's a turnover on the chance. Both timers bring it out. Baltic. With a minute and a half remaining, 50-35 to score in favor of the champs. Here's a steal. Stiles comes away for the champ. Gets to the Wendell. Wendell puts up a good shot. Doug Emmett is going to come in now for the old-timers. Peterson off the board. Here's Durkee. The board. He drives the far side. Stop blocked by Peterson again. Taken by the old-timers. Durkee for 3 now. Top of the key, no good. Loose ball, tipped up. Who wants it? Stiles comes away with it. Through traffic. All the ball up the middle. We're behind it. Wendell who laid it up and in. 54-35 with 37 seconds left in the first half. Doug Emmett shoots a 3 for the old-timers. Way short. Stiles with the rebound. He's got Wendell ahead of him. Smithers fares himself. 35 with 20 seconds left in the first half in favor of the state champ. Entertainment is the name of the game here. Morris. Giles out to meet him. Takes the right side on the three-point line. Goes underneath. Finds Durkin. Durkin. Now he's double teamed by Sugaborg and Stiles. Kicks it off. Here's Dave Delp for three. No good.
That's the first half, 1982. Members again. We'd like to remind fans that there will be the travel members will be announced and then soon. We also have a couple of special presentations to make here at halftime.
Okay, first ticket is 520544. 520544. Ticket number 520544 from New Jersey. All right, second ticket, 521162. 521162. 521162. Blue ticket. Okay, all right. Is that second ticket? All right. Next ticket, 520506. 520506. Ticket number 520506. Anybody have ticket 520506? He's coming. 06. Last ticket. 520258. 520258. You're kidding. That's all you do. Yes. 5202 for $1. They're selling to the end of the game, and he'll take the shoes off all around and hand it to you. Thank you. This goes to the Weatherman's Club.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to bring Coach Edison forward, Scott Skiles, and we have a couple of presentations to make at this time. We can get him off the radio.
We have a very special presentation. I know a lot of you people have been anticipating for a long time, and so have I. And this goes to Scott Skiles tonight. And I was going to make a little list. I was listening to the football game the other night. I was going to make a little list. But I had to cut it in half, cut that again in half. Otherwise, we'd be here for another half hour to list everything that he has accomplished, even since he's left high school. But just to give you a quick capsule of Scott here in high school. It may blow your mind a little bit when you see all these things listed. It does mine. In high school, he was all conference 3 years ago. He was all sectional 2 years. He was all regional, all semi-state. And down at the Final Four, he was the most valuable player of the Final Four tournament. He has the gym record here of 53 points, up until today anyway. He has a school record of 56 points. He leads, he's Indiana All-Star, as you all know. He leads here, kind of a small, slow, non-jumper. We're hoping he can go to some college somewhere, Michigan State or someplace, and get a little bit of playing time in. Most of us are thinking that way. Of course, the experts are thinking that way too. Johnny Heathcote kind of thinking that way too. First game Scott doesn't start at Michigan State. Never happens again in his career at Michigan State. He is Big Ten Freshman of the Year at Michigan State. He's Michigan State's most valuable player. Some of you may have heard of, you'll hear the word Magic a few times. He plays for the Orlando Magic. There's also another Magic that played at Michigan State, the name of Magic Johnson, that set several records up there. Magic Johnson has one record left, and that's the individual game assist record. Scott blew all the others away. Scott has a career at Michigan State, a career assists total. He still has it all time. He is second leading scorer in Michigan State history. When he graduated, he was the leading scorer in Michigan State history. Steve Smith, I think, just broke that a couple years ago. Also, while he's at Michigan State in 1986, when he graduated, well, I'm going to be unfortunate for too long, Scott. When he graduated from Michigan State in 1986, he was Big Ten most valuable player his senior year. Second leading scorer in the nation. And there's some other Big Ten honors that I like. Field goal percentage, free throw percentage that he led the Big Ten in. He also has a Michigan State record for that. Basketball Times, the senior year at Michigan State, Basketball Times magazine honored him and made him the National College Player of the Year in 1986. All the media and nobody still can figure out what's going on with this little guy, from Plymouth, Indiana. So, nice college career. He got lucky. We'll see what happens from here. Drafted first round by the Milwaukee Bucks. While he's been in the NBA, he's been for 3 years. He's been one of the top free throw percentage shooters, top 6 3 different years. He has, as many of you know, he is the top single game assist record of 30 in the NBA. Last thing, I just had to look down, the last thing is he was voted at least once, maybe several times by the Orlando Magic fans as the most valuable player down there. Anybody who's ever seen a game down there, if you have been fortunate enough to see a game down there, you also know he's not only the most valuable player, he's the most popular player. It doesn't take you too long to figure out why. Well, those are impressive to some of us. To me, that's somewhat impressive. The most impressive thing to me is how much of a giver he gives back to the community. And he would, he was probably a little perturbed here that the game had to start, even though he loves to play, because he would sign autographs for 18 hours, 20 hours straight, rather than leave anybody out. He'll do anything for anybody, and people have to kind of watch him. His agent, people have to watch him because he'll be spending too much time doing that rather than working on maybe some things that he should be working on at the time. Let me tell you something right now. Just to tell you still something about Scott as a person. One example is, Bill Wendell was the Trusty Award winner. He, I'll tell you something about this team. You don't have to watch it too long to know the unselfishness and all, both ends before tonight. But I think Scott was happier, much happier than Bill was over Bill receiving it, as well as the other members of the team. And tonight, we're just doing something that just gives me goosebumps. We're retiring number 22, Scott Skiles' jersey. There's only one way to do this, because I know this is meaningful to Scott, but it's not nearly as meaningful to him. He's not nearly as happy about this as another 10 guys are about this. And that's why this team is so special, and that's why this night is so special for Scott. I want to have these guys say it to you.
I'm sure his den's full of everything and so on and so forth. I tried to think of something that you might like. On behalf of the Plymouth Athletic Department, this time we would like to make this picture that's been in our athletic office. Grab me up. Grab it. Go. And we'd like to have you, Scott. I'm sure you got a lot of things from the state championship, but I'm sure that'll look good in one of your houses.
It's obviously a big thrill for me. I'd like to thank Coach Edison for reading the speech that I wrote for him. You got everything, all the honors just about right. I thought some of you might be interested in why I wore 22 and why I like 22. When I was small, as a lot of you know, I went to John Glenn. Going to games there, the best player there when I was 7, 8, 9 years old was a guy named Bruce Dayhuff. And his uniform's hanging, his all-star uniform's hanging up in Yoder's, it's number 3, and he wore 22. And so, even as a little kid, I just always wanted to wear 22. And one of the reasons I wear 4 now is because 2 and 2 is 4. I feel sort of funny about it, being the only player to have my jersey retired, because I feel like everyone on this team should have had their jersey retired. And I really believe that. And I feel like I owe each and every one of them a piece of where I'm at now. So, to you guys, I say thanks. Right now, I know everybody's probably hot and tired, so all the players here have a presentation to make also. So if everybody would come out here and join me. This is something we got together for Coach Edison. Going into his 20th season, this has all the players on all the teams he's coached here at Plymouth listed. And it simply says, we would like to congratulate you as you enter your 20th season as head coach at Plymouth High School. Your dedication to Plymouth basketball and commitment to making your players the best they can be, both on and off the court, has helped each of us as we live our lives. Best wishes for a happy and successful future. It has all the players listed, so Coach. So just to wrap this up, I know I'm speaking for everyone, all the players out here. We really appreciate everyone coming. Everyone knows it's for a great cause. And speaking it's just great for the 11 of us to get together again, and we're very happy to be here. So enjoy the second half. Thank you.
And the pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Sissel. 54-39, with 7:20 left to go in the third quarter. Here's the lefty down. There's a three from the top of the arm.
Ryan Gerard.
64-42 to score. Now here is Wendell. So Wendell for the chance. Over to Sissel. Inside of Styles. Great pass to the cutting Wendell, but he missed it. Old-timers get the rebound and they bring it out. That's the head up to Wendell. Here's Jamison Powell. Almost got it. He tried to find Wendell.
Mark Stilgar in the game. Replacing Sissel.
We're seeing a lot more turnovers in this second half of play. Doug Emmons.
Doug Emmons in the ball game.
Emmons replaces Huddle. Here's Menja. They're on touchdown at the free throw line. No way here. Here's Styles with the follow-up. Goes coast to coast. Foul on the way up. But I'll tell you what. If you're a coach, when you're watching Styles play this game, every time he drives the lane, you're holding your breath. Yeah, it's something different every time. Not only that, if he gets hurt, well, he said that, the situational effect and the Orlando Magic, that he wanted to play this game no matter what. He wanted to play as much as he could. Not an extent of his free throw. Now the other way we go. Here's Gerard. Hampton. Thomas. 20-footer off the front of the rim. Styles falls the rebound. And he was fouled by Hampton. And how mean is that Styles, he wants to be a ball hog, but I think he just enjoys what the rest of the guys being out here playing with his own teammates. Oh, sure. He never was a ball hog to begin with. He was just a confident shooter. And the players should rely on him. Danielson with a fadeaway shot to his left, no good. With an outstanding job getting to the ball, knocked it out of bounds with an old-timer. 66-42 with 6:07 left. Here's a lead. Right underneath, Jim Tuttle will put it in. Thomas takes the right side, quickly with the U-turn because the Champs defense forced him out. Robinson and Spring still position. Take on two Pilgrims underneath Peterson and Superborg, and realized he couldn't do it. The issue was draw a foul.
Rick Benson.
Rick Benson on the line. I think it's Rick, No, I don't. I think he's got 7 of that guy. It's difficult to keep track of the old-timers' points so far. There's approximately 30 of them that are playing today, and none of them have numbers. Well, anyway, Benson makes good of his 2 shots. 58-4 in favor of the state champs, Bill Window. Takes the 3, left Samuelson. Take his 3. Now back to Window. Right in the paint area for Superborg, and his 7-footer no good. The rebound comes out to Gerard. Now Thomas. Straight pass underneath his hands, but he's in trouble. He was triple teamed, and the Pilgrim defense comes away with an offensive sprint. Right on the Window on his way.
Basketball Wendell from Stilgar.
70-44 in the score in favor of the state champs. Out of the right Thomas. Oh, way out no man's land. Top of 3-pointer, no good. All over his back. Come away the rebound. Lead the Window on his hand.
Basketball Wendell. From Skiles. Coach got him on once a timeout. It ain't gonna help.
I think he's going to realize that his defense is slacking off right now. Just a little bit. Skiles is coming down the lane. We can always draw a charge, possibly, and no player did that. He's got to be disappointed. 5-4, we're ready to get the finish.
We got Prince Troops in the game for 74-81. State guys are John Wendell, Dave Hoover, Steve Crawford, and Ron Mitchell.
Ron Mitchell, Steve Crawford, 2 guys in, John Wendell, and Dave Hoover. Well, went up for sure on is John Wendell, because he looks so much like his brother Phil. John with the ball for the old-timers.
Dave Hoover.
That's Bill Hoover with the basket on the near side. 72-46. Now it's trying to get it underneath for Samuelson. Had it away from an old-timer. And it's going to be the state champ ball underneath the bucket. Kaiser was trying to drive the referee, giving him the position. There's no window on any angle. A good 17-footer for two. 74-46 with 4.5 remaining in the third. Here's John Whitlow. Kaiser, near angle, underneath. The Kaiser.
Did you call it in, guys?
4:10 to go the other way. On the wall, jumper. Bill Wendell's been hot all day. 76-49 champ. Here's Kaiser underneath.
That's from Wendell.
With another two. 78 in favor of the Cavs. For three, Cougar misses.
Dave Johnson's back in the game for the 82 state champs.
Here's Dono. He's going to drive the paint. Great pass underneath the Dono. Layup, trying to spin it in, no good. The rebound. Well, now the open person to lead out. Here's the Hoover. Hoover with a 360. No, shot taking into the fast break catch. Yes, great three. 80-51. Great move by the NBA star. We can see that a few more times when he's playing games in the NBA. I'm sure that Magic fans would be very happy. I'm sure they would. There's a lot of shots on his shooting, though. Yes. It's now a 30-point lead as Styles takes a shot while he was fouled on the way up. 81-51 in favor of the state champ. Here's Styles. From the far wing. His brother Phil is going to drive the lane. Pull up. Look things over. Finds the cutting Johnson. Johnson in trouble. Now kicks it off to John. Larry John. Now to Styles for three in the near angle. 84-54. Back to a 30-point lead. John Whittle with the answer. John Whittle. 27. Here's Styles. Bumped off a hit from John Whittle. Takes it to the cutting shot. Oh, we make two work together. The ball. The ball. Phenomenal. I mean, those two is just about at all times that and they make passes that defy the laws of basketball. I'll tell you what, they did it back in 82, and there's just no question about it. They can go with another. Here's Russell looking for a three. Way wide to the right. Here's the coach Jack Henderson and Ron Crystal with teammates. Here's John Wendell. Kicking it off. He tries a three, no good. Here's Styles with the rebound. Styles off the back. An easy 5-footer. Styles. Lifts another layup. Oh, the first one right back to what we're seeing here. Brockway. The third. How about that? Styles is going to stop from ear to ear. Can't believe he had opportunities after opportunities. Doug Hammond with a spin move to his left. So good. His shot missed. Johnson rebound right for Styles. Around Kaiser. But it rolled out. Styles 0 for 3 in that last sequence of plays as he went for the rebound several times but couldn't get it into the basket. 86-57 in favor of the state champs with a minute 43 left to go. Styles on the line. All back. But in this play, we see Oohs and Ahs in the crowd as just puts on his show for everybody. And his second shot by Scotty Good. 88-57 Cavs. Here's John Whittle trying to pop a three. John Whittle. 88-60 the score. Larry John tries to get by Ron Mitchell. Excuse me, I think that was Ron Mitchell, and he is fouled. Mike Petty coach. Just off the bench, hey, what are you doing? Boy, she gets with my players like that. Ron Mitchell knocks the ball out of bounds. Boy, she expressing his frustration with one of the referees, a former Buzzard teacher, John Davenport. Shot away. Double team. Keeps it back. Walk away for three. Wow. Jesus, that comes close to the net. He's had 3 shots and missed all of them. There's a shot by Mitchell. There's a foul. Breakaway knocks the loose. Styles is the recipient. He gets it across the foul line. He blew a layup. John Wendell for the old-timers. This is Hoover. 53 with 50 seconds left. 6 3-pointers for the old-timers team in the second half so far. There's Johnson, the Larry Johnson.
At the line, Pete Rockaway. I remember 2 free throws he shot against Colorado Memorial many years ago.
Kaiser had the ball and lost it, and it looked like he passed it to the referee. Well, the referee says, "Oh, I'm going to give it to
All right, Pete, you didn't want to count it.
before it went out of bounds." 53, 26 seconds left. An air ball blown up by Johnson. Styles. Hoover threw up the air ball. Styles to Johnson and it's 1. Johnson fouled on the way up by Hoover.
Fouls on Hoover. Jamie Johnson at the line.
Johnson in the lineup on the floor.
One thing I do notice, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of these players do resemble, they're more like their 2 coaches that they used to play for more and more now 10 years later.
He has his associate's degree in drafting and designing technology, and he is living currently in the Plymouth area. Johnson, who was a 56% free throw shooter during his playing days, makes good of his first. He was a 60% shooter from the floor. Picked up a shot, and he blew another gimme. Here's John Wendell the other way for the other side.
John Wendell. Hey, he got a shot out there on the floor.
Outside the 3-point line. Here's Larry Dodge, one of the old-timers for the cut off, no good, and the 3 quarter is fired.
Ready for the last quarter. Jim Metcalf wants everybody in the gym to know he won $7 off the bus yesterday in a golf match.
Under the stick-up. So this is guaranteeing your lunch will be served in 10 minutes or less. Your lunch on your next visit.
I think it's fair to say the state champ is going to break 100 on this one. For the old-timer. The old-timer's answering just about every point lately. Oh, boy, yeah, the second half especially. John, top of the key for the state champs, pass picked off. By Hayden, he's going to drive the way up. Hayden, looking good on that drive. Hayden was a good player in 74. Stiles tries a long three, no good. Rebound, Howard, the old-timer's son, Rin to Hayden, up the middle, behind the back to Rin. The Mike Shipman, down the other way, foul. Behind the back dribble around Rin, cuts up the middle in the paint, goes the layup.
Get a stick immediately, Bob.
Really real good. Supposed to pick it up from the grip by dribbling it, so he slapped it to where he was able to handle it. Here's Hayden for the old-timers. To the far side, good ball, alone for three, so he's going to take it. Bingo. Looking good. Here's Stiles the other way. And the ball blocked on the way up, out of bounds. That will be the 82 state champ possession. Two different styles in these games. The old-timers going on the outside, the 82 on the inside. Throw it underneath to Thistle. Thistle does the U-turn to Winnie, who's up the middle. Good by Thistle. There's Hayden. Two ends. He's going to drive the baseline. Hayden was trying to do something, I don't know what, but he was able to find Burton on the near wing. Over to Hayden. Hayden not inside the three line, goes underneath for that. Naylor with a nice shot. Nice shot.
With an assist from the official.
175 as the state gets quick to 100 mark. Steal by Johnson. He gets it. Waits for a man cutting. That's Stiles. They get Chris. Look at that move. Layup. So good. Stiles running over. Hayden. Stiles still can't score. Johnson says, I'll take it. Take it. No good. Lynn the other way. 6:40 remaining and counting. Lynn drops the ball off. Griffin. The Stiles is stolen. Now to Wendell. Wendell behind to the cut of the Howard. To Ren on the far side. Now to Chipman to Ren for three. Look at him. Where did he get that shooting style? 103.78. There's a pass underneath the Holland. And he scores the 105.78. State champ. The old-timers now with 10. 8 pointers out of their belt. Pass underneath. Thistle picks it off to the champs. They watch that. Batted it. They hit Samuelson right in the noggin. Right in the nose. There's a lead pass over to the near side. Gurton looking for three on the near wing. I tell you what, I'm saying a nice little shooter set. 5:40 counting down here in the fourth. 105.81. The score in favor of the state champ Stiles. Thistle for three near angle. 108.81 state champ. Ren's inbound Hayden. Then he underhands it on ahead to Naylor. Now to Chipman for Hayden. Trying to drop that one over the pin. Ren's to the top. Now the other way. Here's a steal by Naylor. And his layup shot no good. Bob Durkee has it. He's going to pop a three to the far side. 108.60 left to go. And we got a timeout call. Timeout called. We'll be back right after this. To the far side. Heidegger's shot, no good. Wendell the rebound, comes down, with a great pass. Unable to handle what was Styles. 113.86 with 4:15 and counting down remaining. So it will be Old Timers inbound. Actually, it's going to be Big Champ inbound as we say an Old Timer touched it. Here's Bill Wendell from the inbound. Styles scored. 115.86. Ball 6 with the dribble. He leads the offense, and standing there is Stu Neidlinger. Here's Samuelson for the Champs to Wendell on a backdoor cut. Layup shot, well scored. The follow-up taken by Thomas. I believe that's Thomas or Moore. There's a long they set it up in the mezzanine area. Where the World Cup is going, I have no idea. Samuelson. To Peterson. Drives it up the lane, but he can't.
Peterson shooting 2.
And a foul is called. Peterson will be on the line. Pennick Kimmich with and Willie in Indianapolis. Barry is married and has 3 daughters. He has a BS in chemistry from Rose Holman. That's what Barry's doing nowadays.
They all, you talk about this 82 team a little bit, Tony. They were extremely smart to not only on the court but off the court. They were good students in the classroom, and both of them were well above average shooting.
Peterson, who had an 80% free throw shooting percentage, and instead of his shots, and then Morris. Passes for the Old Timers is now 115.90 with 3:05 remaining in the front. Good on the jumper. 118.90. Here's Fulton driving the lane, kicks it out. Loose ball, who was it? Coming up court with a shot there. Looks like that was Morris. He's coming away from and picks up a left shot for Jack in. They go Morris with 2. Top Styles for an NBA 3. No good. Here's Evans. Scored by Styles. He read it perfectly. Great timing, too. Styles behind the back of the window. Layup, no good. Styles. With 2 minutes running down on the beach. Bill Gordon taking his own 3 times, tying up those shoelaces. I'm not sure if he did do that intentionally just to get a breather. Ballstick with the dribble across the timeline. Dave Ballstick. Almost had it knocked away from Samuelson. Ballstick back. Neidlinger. The glove. Shot no good. The board will rebound. On the side, the top of the lane. Here comes the transition to here's Paulson. Patel. Jumps freshly back, but is able to find one. His first 2 numbers no good. And he's not going to get a third opportunity as it was backed away.
3 times your limit,
He said where the persistence pays off this game, but not in that instance. Here's Styles. Nice double pass to Wendell.
Styles to Wendell.
124-2 with a minute 20 left.
Timeout.
Through, but he went out of bounds.
122, second timeout.
122. Jack Ederson is calling time here.
We have a very quick special presentation to the Plymouth. Both teams would like to make here tonight. And we'd like this young man to come over here right now. He's been a real inspiration to our community. He is, from I think last December until this next January, he is waiting for a heart as a heart transplant recipient. And this is David Mason Salazar, and he's been an inspiration to all of us. Let's give him a round of applause.
by all the players, both from the 74-81 roster and, of course, the 82 state champion team. And Jack Edison spearheaded all of that. That's a beautiful presentation, and hats off to the pro basketball program for that, and to the players. And, of course, he wished the best for James Mason Salazar.
Also, Barry Peterson.
Tony, we need to
It's been a great weekend for the 82 stars. They were introduced to the football game, today's game. Tonight they will be honored in a banquet, and then tomorrow they'll be the grand marshals of the Blueberry Parade. And we hope it was a great weekend for all of them. I'd also like to thank the other players who played this game in 74-81. You're a part of that 82. It all started in 1970 with the state champion.
Instead of the team taking a luxury bus down, they took a school bus down, donated the rest of the money to her. We need to talk about that with Jack Edison if we can towards the end of this game. Well, trying to get Jack. Here's Sissel trying to drive the lane. He was fouled on the way up. 55-6 on the clock remaining with a 124-94 score. I'll tell you what, this has really been an outstanding game. All the proceeds again are going to the Plymouth Athletic Department. Crystal, right? 1 or 2 from the line. Here's Morris from the end. Morris kicks it over. Trying to find Stylinger, couldn't do it. Hammond tries a very long three, no good. Porter says, all right, you can do it outside. But then he realizes he better pass. He finds Delp with the level shot. By Peterson, the follow forward, no good. Sissel with the haul away. And Josh, he passes. There's Evans for three. Almost got the make. Giles also rebound down. 20 seconds for counting in the game. He somehow made it right on the ground for time. Standing ovation. 15 seconds left in this fourth quarter. 127-94 state champ Johns on the line. Did not get the roll on the first shot. The second shot is up, and you can get it. 128-94 state champ.
More there.
And it goes out of bounds. Boy, Peterson, he's a tall boy, isn't he? Yeah, I forgot where it's up. Yeah, that was Danny Johnson. Hammond tries another three. He's determined to get him before the horse down, but he's not going to get him. With 1 second left.
No more. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you, 1982 and 1974 to 81 stars. It was a great day. The winner of the tennis shoes. Scott. You want to draw the number? The winner was Bill Boris. Bill Boris on the tennis shoes. Is he under 18 or is that? We also have some tickets on sale for David Salazar, David Mason Salazar's chicken dinner on October 17th. Go to Super Malibu out in the front lobby. Reminder, 82 players, 7 o'clock tonight. Banquet at 7.
where Scott Skiles and his 1982 state championship teammates reunited to play a benefit basketball game, with the proceeds going to the Plymouth Athletic Department and David Salazar, who needs a heart transplant. At halftime of the game, Plymouth High School retired Skiles' number, making him the first Plymouth player to be so honored. This weekend, Skiles talked with us about the retirement of his number.
I think it's great. You know, I mean, I can certainly keep it in perspective. I realize that you know, it's a great honor, but, you know, on the other hand, there's probably 5, 6 other players here that could have had their jerseys retired, and I think they sort of felt early on that they didn't want to single people out. They wanted to emphasize the team thing, but so now that they've decided to retire.
Championship team now, of course, with the Orlando Magic, and he was driving the fans nuts this afternoon, takes it to the hoop, has an NBA record with 30 assists. Here's a nice one to Phil Wendell, the Trester Award winner back in 1982. Wendell had 42 points this afternoon. Skiles had 45. They retired his jersey at halftime. He becomes the first Plymouth basketball player to have his jersey retired. Great day this afternoon. All the money goes to the Plymouth Athletic Fund. The 1982 squad wins it 128 to 96. Scott Skiles can still do it, of course, with the Magic.
And when he retires, if he ever wants to get into politics, I would say that he would win quite easily if he ran for mayor of Plymouth. Yes. Maybe even state representative. Maybe even governor. Maybe. I don't know if the people down south would vote for him. Let's vote for having a look at the extended. How's that?